because he'll be able to modular a counter to an Ornithopter or onto something else instead of... It's going to be a 1 point... Oh, okay, so he does the smart thing and gets the Volt Surge.
But...
And he has Snapcaster Bolt for the Ravager next turn, on his turn, if that's what he chooses to do.
Well, he can't. He only has one mana.
Yeah.
Yes, he has 2 turns before he can do that. So he's going to take one. He did in response to the Ravager on the stack. So 16 all. We're going to untap and draw from Chucky. He's probably going to lead with the island that Cody knows about. Unless...
He's filling first.
Yeah, I think it's still that. He's going to Grim Lavamancer. I assume we're going to see Island come down from Chucky's hand. Unless he drew a Steam Vents, in which it's better to play the Steam Vents to get your second red source in case you need Snapcaster Bolt. Oh, he has a Scalding Tarn. Alright, so Cody's going to draw. This is just game 2. Yeah, Chucky's currently up game 1. He Splinter Twin Cody to death off a Pestermite. And Cody, at the top of your screen, playing Affinity, is taking a very, very quick lead. An attack from the Memnite and the Arcbound. He's just going to take it. He's going to take 2 down to 14.
Going to second main.
Cranial Plating's going to come down.
Oh, he didn't have the Spell Snare.
He's going to lose 1. He accidentally flipped Cody's life total over 1, but I doubt that's going to matter this game. If it ends up mattering, I will head over.
Cranial Plating.
What are you doing? You're way behind.
Yeah, sorry, I'm watching on your lap.
It's like I only have that open for the chat.
Yeah, definitely.
I was like, you said cranial plating.
It's been a long day.
Alright, so draw from Chucky. And shuffle his hand around and think. He drew an island, I believe. He does have a Steam Vents in his hand as well. So I think we have Island, Steam Vents, Snapcaster, and that's all I know about.
This is going to be some Ravager sacrifices. What?
He did not play an untap source for a Snapcaster and a Lightning Bolt, which is interesting.
Maybe he thinks he can live through it by blocking one, bolting, or shocking something else.
He might have another 1-mana spell in order to shock something with the Lavamancer and Lightning Bolt, or possibly Vapor Snag. I can't imagine the deck plays Vapor Snag.
He has a bunch of islands and a Snapcaster Mage.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm surprised that Chucky did not play an island. I understand wanting to put the Steam Vents in tapped. It seems good. You get your dual land in, but I think you're in a position where you need that blocker in addition with his ability. But next turn, he gets to Lavamancer, Snapcaster, Lavamancer if he gets a card in the graveyard.
Well, he can Lavamancer right now. Like, he can kill the Ornithopter.
But next turn, he can't Lavamancer this turn. It'll only put him at 2 cards in graveyard, one of which will be the Lightning Bolt that he wants to Snapcast. So he's going to block the Arcbound and use its ability.
This is another thing about the blue-red twin decks that's very important, is that they don't have Terminate or Murder's Cut. Yeah. So a Ravager or any creature that's been modular to that is above 3 toughness is very hard for them to deal with outside of bouncing with something like Cryptic Command.
Yeah, it looks like he's responding to the sack. And he's going to Lavamancer it.
He's going to make him sack to keep the Arcbound alive. He might just sack it and move the counters on the Ornithopter. I think that's what I would probably do here.
I think in response to the sacrifice, he's going to... Yeah, he's going to...
Yeah, he's going to do that. Then that does. So he puts 2 there.
And then Chucky takes an infinite amount of damage.
No, he only takes 3, 4.
Yeah, he takes 4 total.
He's going to go to 9.
Takes 5 total, doesn't he?
No.
1,
2
2
for
3,
the Ornithopter and 3
5
artifacts.
for Opal.
Yeah.
I didn't see the Opal. Alright, so he's going to go down to 8. Chucky's hoping to get some stuff going on here. He still has his Lavamancer.
Still has his Bolt, which is really good.
He lived through an Arcbound Ravager. He has a Snapcaster Bolt, which is not going to be able to handle it.
Needs a smash to come out.
Mm-hmm.
he even run Smash?
I'm not sure. I'm not. I assume that he plays some sort of artifact removal out of Shattering Spree, Smash, and Shatterstorm.
And Ancient Grudge. And Vandal Blast is also an option.
He's just going to pass turn. Vandal. He's going to represent Cryptic Command mana. But at this point, Cody's just going to play into it. Is that Dispatch?
That's Dispatch.
Dispatch comes down. It's going to be basically a Path to Exile minus the land search.
And response.
You activate. He can actually kill it. He can. No, he can't because he needs that. Yeah, he needs that card in his graveyard.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Is that a remand?
That is a remand.
No, wait, that's an Anticipate.
Wow.
Anticipate's showing him a Splinter Twin? He's pausing on it. It looks like 2 islands and a spell. I'm not sure what the spell is, but I can't imagine taking another island. He already has one in his hand. I didn't get to see what he took, but I assume it was the spell. It was a red spell for sure. It was either a Splinter Twin, a Lightning Bolt, or...
To me, it looked like a Splinter Twin.
Yeah.
C5. So he's a mana shy next turn of winning. If it was a Splinter Twin. Yeah. It's gonna leave Lightning Bolt. If he leaves Lightning Bolt, he's good. Is he living Anticipate? I think he's trying to dig for the win cons and he's not going for the... Yeah, okay. So what he's gonna do is he's gonna shoot him for 2. They messed up on life. Will you go tell them that he's supposed to be at 14 when Chucky flipped it? He flipped over an extra life. So Cody should be at 14, just in case it comes up.
Cody should be at 14.
Yeah. Cody gains 1 life because Chucky accidentally flipped it over. And now I have room to scoot over. I actually have room.
And I can breathe.
So, we're going to see him get hit for 4 here. Is that right? 3. Or 6. I was way off. Putting Chucky to 2, he's going to look at the top of his deck, and if it's not a good answer, we're going to be going to a game 3.
Yeah. And then you just see them trying to stop Mike off for a sec.
Yeah, they were a little confused when I sent him over. Yeah, Blood Moon is another possibility, definitely, that Chucky could bring in, but right now it's not any good for him. He is certainly dead to the Ornithopter attack in the air. He is unable to Snapcast Lightning Bolt it now because it has 4 toughness. So he's going to Serum Visions and hope to get a Deceiver Exarch or a Pestermite, in which case he is fine if he does.
I wouldn't say fine.
No, he's pretty good.
I mean, he's not horrible, but...
Because he cannot attack for lethal with Inkmoth, and we know that he has a red card. Yeah. So if he drew either of those cards, he is 100% back in this game. Electrolyze and Is It Charm on top. He should bottom both of them. They're not going to do him anything here.
He agrees. Maybe.
He's thinking about leaving the Electrolyze on top. That was the Electrolyze. That was a little iffy to me. Especially, well, if he already had the Deceiver Exarch or the Pestermite anyways, he has it. It was a No, that was the second island. Yep. So he has Snapcaster.
He has Bolt, Snap, Bolt.
Oh, Bolt, Snap.
He has
Bolt, Snap, Bolt. Electrolyze is on top of his deck. So he's going to Bolt, Snapcaster, Bolt it. And that's going to handle it for now. Cody is not going to be able to do a whole lot on his next turn. He'll be able to equip the Cranial Plating and attack for 4 Infect, but that's about it.
That's still enough.
It's not enough.
He's not enough to kill him now, but...
If a Galvanic Blast wins it for Cody, though. So, Chucky has a decent amount of cards that he's just dead to, but yeah, he's going to Inkmoth attack him for 4, put him at 4 poison, 6 left. Playing Inkmoth.
He should.
I assume he's going to animate the Inkmoth in response to the attack. So it's going to be 5 total.
I like the nice little life pad over there.
There we go. Yeah, Michael Stewart made those. That's actually his daughter Mariah's. So if you're listening again, Mariah, shout out to you. A Blood Moon's going to come down for Chucky, which was about as timely as it could have been. Getting in there for 2 with Snapcaster. Chucky is taking control of this game. As long as Cody doesn't draw a Galvanic Blast, it looks like Chucky is going to get this one.
And another Blink Moth.
A Blink Moth, which is a mountain. Glimmer Void doesn't have to worry about sacrificing itself now. I think we're going to see a
very quick game.
Land. Now a Deceiver Exarch presents absolute lethal, but I don't know. I don't think he actually had a twin. I think it was a Lightning Bolt he revealed.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
So
100% better.
Spellskite's going to come down. It's a little late, but that's good enough for a cranial plating. But it's a ground creature, so Snapcaster does get at least one block. Now, Chuck either kept Is It Charm or Electrolyze on top of his deck, so we know that he has one of those cards in his hand. I think it was Electrolyze. He just flashed it a little bit. I think he's going to end of turn it in response to the Spellskite. I think he's wanting to... He's just realized that he can't do it now unless he targets the Spellskite. I think he wanted to shoot him in the face with it.
But he can do one to each. He can do one to each.
He can split the damage because you can't redirect from when you split.
Let's see if he knows that. Yeah, I think he's realizing that he isn't now able to shoot him 2 to the dome.
He's going to have it.
Let's see what he does. We'll have to pay attention to life pad here because I'm not sure the modes. Oh, he just shot Spellskite twice, right off the top. Like I said, when Chucky runs hot, he runs hot. He's going to untap with these brutal top decks on Cody. If he gets a Cryptic Command, I guess he has a lot of red sources, to be fair. He only has 2 blue sources now because of the Blood Moon, which is different.
Arranging his Cruel Ultimatum mana there.
Yeah.
Right off the top.
He could cast it if he had an Urborg, Blood Moon, or non-bows. Never mind. Snapcaster is going to get in there for 2, putting Cody to 8. Cody is still trying to draw Galvanic Blast.
Wait.
He had 2 blue.
I was worried about how he actually tapped it.
Yeah.
Oh, he might have tapped that wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, works local for them and doesn't matter.
Yeah, now it's definitely too late. Yeah, he might have tapped that incorrectly.
Bolt Scourge. No life being made.
No, he can't. He doesn't. He only had 2 artifacts.
Opal.
2 artifacts.
He has 3. Volt Scourge is an artifact.
Yeah.
Volt
He
Scourge.
cast Volt Scourge with the Mox Opal.
Yeah, it was his
still
turn. He
have the
drew.
mana.
He drew. Red, black. Oh, no, he can't.
He can't. That's what I'm telling you.
Okay. Well.
He got... No, that still doesn't matter. We're past it. Just tell him to keep going. Tell him to keep going, but tell him what they did. Yeah, we're turned past it.
Okay, yeah. I didn't see that on their sheet.
Yeah, that's why I was like, he can't actually cast that.
I think he...
They went ahead and moved on without us. Mike Rob's going to head over there and tell him. Cody's down to 6 now. He's going to play a Spellskite. He's going to equip it and pass turn.
Hopefully this one doesn't die like the other did. A brutal death.
Cody should be at 4, actually. He'll take an extra 2 for the Volt Scourge, having cast it.
Yeah.
Unless they Mox Opal it. But yeah, the only 2 artifacts I was counting was Cranial Plating and Mox Opal. It definitely didn't have Metalcraft. But it doesn't look like they're going to fix totals.
So a few things.
He has an Ancient Grudge, but he can't fetch and... Yeah, he can't flash it back right now. He couldn't anyways because of Blood Moon. He's going to play his own Spellskite. So that's going to help with the Galvanic Blast top deck. He unfortunately tapped his mana pretty terribly. I would have tapped the Scalding Tarn and a Sulphur Falls. And left up as much blue as I could.
What's up, Carter?
Springleaf Drum's going to come down.
Buttskins, where this is a FNM and it's basically...
Local.
Yeah, the rules enforcement level is so low that you can actually go back and untap it and cast it the correct way as long as you have the correct mana you can.
He didn't.
Just
He didn't have the correct mana.
For the Electrolyze he did.
For the Electrolyze he did, but he didn't have the correct mana for the Volt Scourge. That was the problem.
Yeah.
Cody should be at 4. Because he had to take 2 for the Volt Scourge, and that could matter here. Because if he draws an Electrolyze off the top, Chucky has lethal. But it doesn't look like they fixed the life totals. So if they don't, I guess I'm not going to.
He has Mox Opal, doesn't he?
He has Mox Opal, and it was on 2.
Yeah,
He only had 2, and he used it to cast. So he's going to untap and draw, and in his upkeep...
Or his draw step.
Maybe his draw step. Is it a Vendilion Click, then?
Yeah, because he said... It looked like he was saying when he was reaching for the card.
Okay, so it's a V-Click in the draw step. He's going to target Cody. It's Torpor Orb.
Get that out.
That is completely fine. I will let you keep that card, and I will just knock the top of my deck for a 3 damage burn spell.
Yeah, absolutely. You're absolutely right. Yeah.
Because if he draws